Long ago, the moon shone proudly every night. She lit the way for little field mice darting through the tall grass, for sleepy travelers walking home, and for children tucked in their beds, dreaming sweet dreams. No matter how hard she tried, her glow did not return. In fact, the darker it grew, the more frightened she became. They were tiny fireflies, blinking their lights playfully as they zipped and zoomed past her ear. For a moment, the moon forgot her troubles, watching their joyful dance. It reminded her of the fun she used to have, lighting up the night with the stars. "The moon is sad tonight," she said softly. "She can't light the world like she used to, and that makes her very blue." Luma thought for a moment. She was only a tiny firefly, smaller than a pinhead, with just one small light. What could she do to help the big, beautiful moon? Then an idea sparked inside her. "I may be just a tiny firefly," she said, "but maybe I can help tonight. Let us light yours." Taking the moon's advice, the fireflies blinked their lights faster and faster, forming a bright circle around the moon. Their combined glow pushed back the darkness, letting the moon's light shine through. The swirling clouds parted, revealing the twinkling stars. The moon smiled, her light growing brighter with each passing moment. And without another word, Luma flew straight up into the darkening sky. Even if she couldn't light the whole sky, as long as she had a little light, as long as she had even a tiny spark, she could make the night beautiful. She remembered how they would all play hide and seek among the clouds, giggling until their light shook the whole sky. The little field mice peeked out of their holes and squealed with delight, and the twinkling stars, and she shone brighter, filling the night with a million tiny sparks of joy. They say that's why the moon glows brightest on nights when fireflies dance among the clouds, because deep in her heart, the moon knows that even in the darkest of nights, a little light can chase away the shadows and fill the world with magic and wonder. The fireflies blinked their lights in time with the moon's laughter, making the night magical and new. The wind rustled the tall grasses, singing a gentle song. The stars twinkled with happiness, and the darkness had nowhere to hide. The sleepy travelers lifted their heads to wave at the dancing lights, and the children in their beds smiled in their dreams. The wind tugged at her wings, trying to push her back down to the safety of the trees. "Dear moon," she called out, her voice shaking, "why are you hiding your beautiful light?" The moon looked down and saw the tiny firefly struggling against the wind, her light shining bravely. A tear escaped the moon's eye and fell onto the clouds below. "Oh, little firefly," she whispered, "I'm too dim to light the night. I'm sorry." But Luma kept flying, determined to help the moon. Soon, she reached the edge of the forest. Below her, the trees looked like dark green jewels scattered on black velvet. Seeing this, the moon's eyes widened in surprise. She had never seen so many fireflies gathered together, their lights shining with such determination. The sight warmed her heart, chasing away the fear and sadness that had been clouding her light. Above her, the sky was filled with swirling shades of indigo and violet. And there, floating among the clouds, was the moon, her light almost gone. Oh, how long ago that was! Now the stars just twinkled sadly from far away, and the moon was too afraid to join their game. The shadows stretched longer and deeper, swallowing all the colors and giggles of the night. She took a deep breath, then blinked her light as brightly as she could. It wasn't much, but it was all she had. As she blinked, a warm feeling filled her, chasing away the fear and making her light grow steadier. Encouraged by this, Luma blinked again and again, faster and faster, and soon other fireflies appeared, drawn by her steady light and brave heart. The moon felt a cold fear creep inside her. She wanted to call out, to ask for help, but even her voice sounded weak and small. Her gentle light spilled across the land like melted silver, making the world feel safe and warm. And the moon loved nothing more than making others happy. But one evening, as twilight deepened and the stars began to twinkle, the moon noticed something strange. Her light was growing dim, and then she saw them, 2 points of light dancing near her. "Oh no," she whispered, her voice catching in her throat. "What good am I if I can't light the night?" With that thought, the moon grew sad. She hid her face behind dark clouds, and a blanket of darkness spread across the land. The gentle breeze died down. The tall trees loomed like scary monsters. In the little field, mice huddled in their holes, shivering. Up above, the stars blinked slowly, their twinkling fading into the darkness. Deep in the forest, a little firefly named Luma watched the moon's light grow dimmer and dimmer. She felt her own light flicker with worry. "What's happening?" she asked her mother, who was busy blinking her light in a beautiful pattern. Luma, a young firefly with a heart full of kindness, couldn't understand why the moon, who always brought them happiness, was now hiding away. Her mother paused her pattern, her many colors dimming for a moment. Higher and higher she went, her light shining bravely against the encroaching dark. Luma flew a little closer, her heart pounding in her chest. Touched by the moon's sadness, Luma knew she had to do something. One by one, they flew up to the moon, blinking their lights, creating a golden path through the swirling darkness. As more fireflies joined them, Luma took a deep breath and shouted, "You light our nights, dear moon." She was too touched by the fireflies' kindness to stay sad. She knew they were right. The moon laughed, a sound like tinkling bells, and the fireflies danced around her, making the night shimmer with 1,000 tiny lights. The moon shone brightly that night, lighting the world with 1,000,000 tiny sparks of joy. From that day on, whenever the moon felt dim, she remembered the courage of a single firefly.